Yes, I'm on time again. We on time. Punctual. You got to be punctual, guys. You know. Well, anyways, have a great day, everyone. Hold us balance vibrations. Grand rising to everyone. My name is Devann Edwards, aka Devann the Connector, connecting you to the knowledge that will empower yourself. Now, let me just put this phone down because we're about to get into episode 14 of Spoken Word Sunday. Oh yes, I'm excited. Are you? Yes, you are. Now, it's been an interesting week, hasn't it? Been an interesting one, or interesting strong. See, weak strong. You got to play with the vibrations, you know. Anyways, so yeah, it's been a very transformational week. Definitely had to do a lot of definitely good. I think it was feel it's like a time for like a lot of inner work and a lot of reflection and just kind of building up the power within us, mentally, physically, emotionally, every you know, every way. And today's poem is an interesting one. This one is also untitled. I wrote this a few years ago, and I wanted to let me tell you the story about this one. This one's a funny one because this was in my wrote this one. This is around during the church days when I was questioning a lot of things that was just questioning a lot of inconsistencies around spirituality, religion, and all these other things. I'm trying to find where the thing is. So I'm gonna tweak this poem a bit, but basically it's pretty much this poem pretty much covers contradictions that I would be seeing. So people would be like, for example, there's like I don't even remember the four agreements, like being impeccable with your word, or living, exemplifying what you're teaching, or exemplifying what you're saying in your character and in the way you carry yourself at home and in wherever you choose to commune, worship, all these other things. And yeah, I saw it back then. I think it's like 2000 and when did I write this? I think it's probably like 2015-ish, 16. Well, anyways, it was one of those years ago. And I was questioning it. I was like, you're saying to do this, but your discipline for what you're saying is elsewhere. It's really not in. It's not in alignment. It's not congruent. And so I wrote a poem on that, and I remember performing it that time. And it was like I was speaking to brick walls. Like I think only two people understood what I was saying, but it's quite funny. Um, I think I might, but years later, you know, you have a lot of paradigm shifts, but this message still remains. So basically it's kind of the discussion on the good and bad, good and evil, and the true essence of that, which is really active knowledge and inactive ignorance, or active ignorance. Basically, knowledge and ignorance. That's what good and evil really kind of represents. There's a duality to it, and again, you can't be knowledgeable until you overcome that ignorance. And if you don't remain knowledgeable, or don't remain on the path of gaining more knowledge, you become ignorant and you become susceptible to the woes. Not the friends, not the ones in the six, but just circumstances that's unfavorable to you, pretty much. But without further ado, I'm gonna tweak this poem a bit, but because it might rattle some feathers, you know. Okay, so let's without any further ado. And bear in mind, I don't mind if I rattle any feathers. I'm not really bothered, because I'm here to empower. I'm here to help people evolve. So without further ado, here we go. This poem is called. I'm gonna call it the activity of good and evil. I think I like that. And it goes like this. I said evil is no match for good, but good must be active. We say Jesus and his Christ consciousness is alive and well, but is it like Christ? Is it like Christ that we're acting? And could it be that affirmation without discipline is the beginning of delusion? Such as Psalms 23, is it David's thoughts you feed and apply it to your needs, right? But still, things didn't seem right. No conclusion. And the cycle builds. Day by day, week by week, hours on end. TV screen and you think it's fine. Because you slipped in that 5-minute read. But you didn't sow the seed, right? Lack of fusion. We attach an assignment of belief, and the due date expires to submit it. And if you fail, don't give someone your blame coat. No. Don't scapegoat. You just weren't committed. But you see that there? That's okay. Do not be dismayed, for there is progress to be made. Just sow the seed of faith and speak life to another. Another's spirits constantly, so that the angels and his mates can dance and celebrate with songs from the heavens' gates, saying victory, divine love reigns. So study and apply. Make someone's day, give purpose. Doesn't that make waking up worth it? You see, that's living through your God self. God within is love, and love within is good. I'm glad you understand it. Because if good is always active, evil never stands in. Thank you. And that's the message. That's the message of the activity between the good and evil that I was talking about within myself a few years ago. And I was again, I'm just through like internal insight and looking around me, observation, conscious observation. I came to certain answers that I could put into poetry and put into a poetic form. And yes, guys, like, see how this applies to your life right now. You know? See how your act of being good and being active in that, in sharing that goodness and being good, being righteous and knowledgeable, and striving to bring more truth into your life. See how the abundance of bringing that knowledge, that goodness in. The more you bring that in, you will realize that no thoughts, no things of evil can actually stand in your way. Once you have that present, once you fortify yourself with knowledge of yourself, anything that doesn't match that has no place. It can't stand. It will only fall. It will crumble to your will. So that's a message of empowerment, guys. Step into your greatness and see what you become. I dare you. That's part of another poem, but yeah, I do like this poem. I really do. And yes, I can't stress this enough. Like, I can't stress this enough. If good is always active, evil never stands in. So stand on your truth. Stand on your ability to find the truth. Stand on your willingness to find the knowledge that can empower yourself. That's the good thing to do. That's the good thing to do. That's being good to yourself. That is self-care. Collecting all the pieces of knowledge about yourself that you don't know yet. That is good. Because then you won't let all these low vibrations. You have knowledge to solve every problem. Every solution came before the problem. All this goodness came before all this evilness. So in which ways will you be active? That's my message for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. This is Devann Edwards, aka Devann the Connector, connecting you to the knowledge that will empower yourself. Thank you for tuning in. This is another Spoken Word Sunday. Next week, I wonder if I have any poems left. No, I'm joking. Of course I do. Episode 15. Episode 15. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's going to be amazing. Because I said so. So, have a great day, guys. Stay good. Stay knowledgeable. Stay truthful to yourself. Stay righteous. And have an amazing day. Filled with wholeness and balanced vibrations. High vibes in the air. Like you just don't care. Take care. Oh yes, the connection continues.